Charles was a man who carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. His past was full of hardships and disappointments. As a child, he faced relentless bullying, which eroded his confidence. At home, he struggled to meet the expectations of his demanding parents, who rarely acknowledged his achievements. As an adult, his career was marked by a series of setbacks, each one chipping away at his self-worth. He felt like he was always falling short, never good enough. Every morning, Charles would look in the mirror and see only his flaws. He saw the missed opportunities, the failures, and the rejections. His self-esteem was buried under layers of self-doubt and insecurity. He moved through life like a ghost, convinced he had nothing valuable to offer. Friends and family tried to encourage him, but their words felt hollow, unable to penetrate the fortress of negativity he had built around himself. One particularly bleak day, as Charles sat alone in a park, he felt the depth of his despair. He watched people pass by, each seemingly confident and content, and wondered why he couldn't feel the same. The world seemed to move in vibrant colors while his own life was painted in shades of gray. As he sat there, lost in his thoughts, an elderly man named Samuel approached and sat beside him. Samuel had a warm, gentle presence that was impossible to ignore. Noticing the sorrow in Charles's eyes, he struck up a conversation. They talked about the weather, the park, and then, slowly, about life. Charles found himself opening up to Samuel in a way he hadn't with anyone else. He spoke of his struggles, his failures, and his profound sense of worthlessness. Samuel listened intently, never interrupting, his eyes full of understanding. When Charles finished, Samuel shared a story of his own, a story of battles fought and lost, of scars that told tales of resilience, and of a journey to find inner peace. Samuel spoke of the importance of self-love, of valuing oneself not for achievements but for the very essence of being. He explained how he had learned to see his own worth, not through the eyes of others, but through his own. He told Charles about the power of forgiving oneself, of embracing imperfections, and of understanding that everyone, no matter their past, deserves to love themselves. Charles was captivated. For the first time, he saw a glimmer of hope. Samuel's words resonated deeply, sparking a desire within him to change, to see himself in a new light. Samuel offered to help him on this journey, and Charles, desperate for change, accepted. Charles's journey to rediscover his self-worth was a transformative experience, guided by the wise and compassionate Samuel. As they continued their conversations, Charles began to understand that self-esteem is not built on external validation but on a deep, internal sense of self-acceptance and love. Samuel introduced Charles to daily affirmations. Each morning, instead of criticizing himself in the mirror, Charles would recite positive affirmations. I am worthy. I am capable. I am deserving of love and respect. At first, these words felt foreign, almost uncomfortable. But with Samuel's encouragement, Charles persisted, repeating them until they started to feel more natural. One afternoon, Samuel took Charles to a quiet spot by the river. As they sat on the bank, Samuel handed Charles a smooth, round stone. This stone represents your past, Samuel explained. All the pain, the failures, and the harsh words you've internalized. It's time to let it go. With a heavy heart but a growing resolve, Charles held the stone tightly, feeling its weight. He thought about all the moments that had brought him down, all the negative beliefs he had carried for so long. And then, with a deep breath, he hurled the stone into the river, watching it disappear beneath the surface. It was a symbolic act, but it felt liberating. Charles started to practice self-care, something he had neglected for years. He began taking long walks in nature, appreciating the beauty around him. He picked up old hobbies he had abandoned, finding joy in painting and playing the guitar. Each act of self-care reinforced the belief that he deserved happiness and peace. As his self-esteem grew, so did his capacity to connect with others. He started volunteering at a local community center, helping those in need. He found that by lifting others, he also lifted himself. He met people from all walks of life, each with their own stories of struggle and triumph. Through these interactions, Charles realized that everyone has a unique journey and that offering kindness and support to others was a powerful way to reinforce his own self-worth. One evening, as Charles was closing up the community center, he met a young woman named Lisa. She looked defeated, much like Charles had felt not so long ago. She shared her story of self-doubt and insecurity, and Charles saw a reflection of his past self in her eyes. He decided to share his journey with her, hoping to ignite the same spark of hope that Samuel had ignited in him. Over the next few weeks, Charles and Lisa developed a strong bond. He became her mentor, guiding her through the same practices that had helped him. They worked on affirmations, self-care routines, and building a support network. Charles saw her transformation unfold, and it filled him with a profound sense of purpose and joy. Charles realized that self-esteem is a gift that keeps on giving. By nurturing his own self-worth, he was able to support and uplift others, creating a ripple effect of positivity. He learned that loving oneself was not an act of selfishness but a necessary foundation for loving and helping others. As Charles continued his journey, he became a beacon of hope for many. His story inspired those around him to embark on their own paths of self-discovery and self-love. He understood that the first step to spreading love in the world is to nurture it within oneself. And with this newfound wisdom, he lived each day with gratitude, compassion, and a deep sense of self-worth. But now, think about your life. You've carried the weight of the world, doubted your worth, and struggled to see your value. But, just like Charles, you can transform your life. Self-esteem isn't about being selfish, it's about recognizing your intrinsic value and nurturing it. When you love yourself, you create a foundation strong enough to support and uplift others. Charles learned that by caring for himself, he was able to spread love and kindness to those around him. You deserve to look in the mirror and see someone worthy of love and respect. Embrace your journey, forgive your past, and start each day with affirmations of your worth. Take care of yourself, pursue what brings you joy, and connect with others from a place of strength and compassion. Your journey to self-love can ignite a ripple effect of positivity in the world. Begin with one small act of self-care, one affirmation, one moment of self-compassion. Love yourself first, and watch how the world changes around you. If this story resonated with you, share it, like this video, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let's spread love, starting with ourselves. Thanks for watching, and be a better you.